All right, all right. Good morning. Good morning. Yesterday was a uh, wild day with. Let's jump right into it. Hope you all are having a good week so far. I actually entered a trade on USEG right before we got on this call, and I've since then exited. But I was looking for another breakout trade here on USEG, so I'm just trying to get a good read on it for a second and looking at volume. So just bear with me and we'll get right into the call. The reason for the USEG trade is we are, the energy sector has spiked because of unfortunate, we don't want to celebrate war or attacks, but Israel attacked Iran's missile facility. And this is not a geopolitical call. So with that spike, the energy oil has spiked up. Here you see oil and then gold as well, and the energy companies, the whole entire energy sector is has spiked. So this XLE is the energy sector. It tracks the companies from, the energy companies from the S&P 500. So what we're going to see on the scan is a lot of companies moving, energy companies. So we had Houston American Energy Corporation. This one popped yesterday around midday and pushed to the upside, gapped up this morning, pushed up. Then it started to trade below VWAP and now has pulled back. So if you look at the scan and you're wondering, okay, RBNE here, U.S. Energy Corp, there's a lot of energy companies, and that's just because the price of oil will spike, and then you have producers all along the chain. The value, I'm sorry, the revenues of those companies will increase or change. So that's why you're seeing that. So this morning, when we came in, the scan has been pretty much dominated by those companies. So that's what we're seeing. So I entered into a trade here as the volume started to, we dropped below VWAP. We started to move sideways. Volume increased. Here we had consolidation, and then volume started to increase as we started to break through. Then I just entered a quick scalp here on USEG, and I was just looking for another one. So took profits here. Didn't close the full position. Was just kind of waiting as it tried to pop again and failed. Took profits. So looking for this consolidation right here, and maybe another leg, if possible, here, as we've now breaking above VWAP. So that may be another move that's coming. All right. So let's talk about it. So energy companies, I'm looking at those stocks for potential plays. And then if we take a step back and zoom out to look at the broader market, when these situations happen, oil is up, okay, gold is up. These are predictable, right? And stocks are down or gap down. Crypto as well, gaps down, okay? Because we shift from risk on to risk off. And the safe haven tickers are, metals. And in this situation, since because of Iran, their Iran situation and what they produce, oil may take a big hit. Or I'm sorry, yeah, the price of oil rises. So that's what we're seeing right now. All right. So look at the energy companies. Watch volume. There's a few of them. I think the main companies that I'll be looking at are HUSA from yesterday, US Energy Corp, based on what's happened so far this morning in the pre-market. We see others up there like you'll see Icon and a few others. So I have them on watch, and I'll be taking a look for either it gaps down or we have a breakout. All right. Then I'm back to the names that we've been trading. So Quantum, they've gapped down with the overall market. So if you look at the big players, Nvidia, we're going to see the larger stocks that move the indices. Those have gapped down, but it's not a move that is happening due to company fundamentals. It's a macro issue. So because of that, we may see a pullback, and then offers an opportunity for a recovery. All right. So good morning. Let me just check the chat real quick. Check in on you all. Make sure that. Let me zoom this out a little bit. Okay. Good morning. Do you trade large mid caps on intraday basis? Yes. Brandon Earl, what's going on, bro? Hey, my man. Brandon, RBNE. Yep. Good morning. All right. Great morning. I like that, Lakeisha. Great morning. All right. So yeah. So I'm still looking at Navitas. I have Quantum on watch. We'll be looking at RGTI and all of those in the Quantum basket. These have paid us out very well this week. We had some really good trades, starting with the trades on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then yesterday we had a pullback on the Quantum name. So we'll see. Overall, look at this. It's trending hard. QUBT, strong uptrend. So we're approaching lows from previous days. We're still within the range here on previous days. And look at this. This is a strong support level that we're trading on. So it's good to keep the bigger picture in mind. So we may be due for a bounce, especially if we keep the bigger picture in mind. And that is NVIDIA CEO made positive comments about Quantum being having use in the near future. So we have this sideways movement. We'll look for a pop and maybe more legs to the upside. Okay, so it's in a good position. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right, for another leg higher. All right, so Quantum is still on the board. All right, so let's see. You may have seen NUKK on the scan, and that is due to the the Golden Dome. This is Trump's proposed, this has been in the news lately, and they are, Nucleus is supposed to be trying to acquire one of the companies that produces that would produce that Golden Dome, or provide some component of it. So that's why we're seeing the spike. This one may be in play as well. All right. So everything else on the scan that I'm seeing, not of interest yet. Okay. So we got Quantum, Navitas, we have tech, semiconductors. Those are still in play. Watching those. We have a few stocks that have been in our game plan that we'll put on watch. And I'll run through those now, and then I'll look at the comments, and we will go through those together. Let's look at, so we have a few people throwing JOBY here. All right, so JOBY Aviation, what happens here? Share soar after Trump's executive order. So let's focus on spurring the U.S. to catch up with China and building on. Oh, this is the drone. Yeah, drone industry. So, wow, we traded another ticker this week from that, but I can't remember. Can't remember what it was. So, yeah, I mean, right now we're trending down, so this may be a name, but it's been on a trend, and then now we're on a downtrend. So let's see if we get the turn. So that's how I'm looking at that one. We're in a range. We gap down. So there's some room to move to the upside. Okay. So that's CGTL. Let's look at that one. And let's see, CGTL. This one had a catalyst that ignited a rally. It's held up. So it could be due for continuation. Let me look at, I'm going to look at CGTL. I don't see the catalyst. I have to do a little bit more research, but I think I looked into this one and I thought I saw something on it. All right, so, but it's holding up well, so we can put that on the back burner. All right, SSL. Why didn't I see this one? Okay, not a lot of volume on this one right now, but it spiked. Yeah, I need to see what the catalyst here is here on SSL. Look into that. Has a big float though, so I'd like to see Sandstorm Gold. Okay, got it. Sandstorm Gold royalties for the drilling and exploration highlights. So, drilling company. That's what's going on. So that one could be in play. Anything around energy, oil, all of those will potentially cause. All of those will potentially rally. Especially we see Trump tweeting and more developments come out about Iran and Israel. So when we have this knee-jerk reaction on certain industries, like the aviation, so you have these drone companies, they're pulling back, JOBY, ACHR. I like when this happens from a technical standpoint, because we have this deep move, gap down. This can constitute a bounce, and we have a lot of room with no structure here. So we could have a move back to the upside. So that's how I look at that. Okay. All right. We're rolling through. Thank you all for dropping in and sending me tickers that you're looking at. AKBA. Nothing for me there on that one right now. Tesla falls within the analysis of maybe potentially trading the bounce. Okay, potentially trading the bounce. But we'll see how things shape up. At a certain point, that pullback is going to happen. So some alarms firing off. All right, my trade on HUSA. I'm late to the party, so let me see. I have to see what happens. We get a pullback, but big volume spike. All right, so one more. You can also take a look at the energy companies, OKLO, those nuclear companies. They dropped, but they may have another leg higher. So you keep hearing me mention nuclear and energy, oil producing companies. So those are in play, and then tech potentially bouncing. So we have those two ideas. One is either going to rally, and the other it's like almost an opposite effect. So the energy companies are rising, so those may rally, and tech and stocks continue to fall, or we may have the inverse. So we'll see. All right, one more company that I want to cover is this one. I'm just looking at Houston American Energy Company. We pulled back. This level failed. So I'm just looking for an entry real quick. We may have just pushed higher. We pulled back into this level. We didn't hold here on higher volume. Level 2 in tape is pretty light, so I'll probably look to continue to trade something like USEG rather. I'll leave it alone for now. Let me finish out the game plan. Okay. So SBET. This one dropped from 32 yesterday to 9. Crazy. So that's also on watch as well. SBET. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get locked in. We have a decent plan for today. If you want to size down initially, that's totally fine with the uncertainty. But if you see something that fits your plan, then lean into it. Lean into it. I didn't enter this. We were on the call, and we'll see. I want to see how, maybe at the open now, since we're getting close, how we break out of this consolidation if we create another leg higher. So I'm looking at that and seeing volume comes into HUSA. I like how this volume came in here, but we pushed back into this level. So we'll see. All right. All right. If you want to join us live, hit the link in the description. If I don't talk to you, have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.